So now, on my explanation on Indical equations now, this question is what we are looking at. This same answer we have here is what we are looking at in Indical equations. We are having 2x equals to 4, and we actually know this is our left hand side, this is our right hand side. We actually know that 2 raised to power 2 will give us 4. Everybody knows that. Fine, this is just the elementary part. Now, how do we get to press this in our calculator? How do we get to press this in our calculator? The first thing is to on your calculator. After owning your calculator, after switching your calculator on, after switching it on, then you get to press the first base, which is 2. So you press 2. Can you see 2? Then this x is your unknown, which has to do with the power. Then how do we get our power in our calculator? This is the power, x raised to power what? So when you press this, you have a cursor rolling. This cursor is rolling on this box. Now this box is where you have to press your x. Now, how do you get to derive your x in your calculator? This is how you get to. You press alpha and you press your close brackets. Now, you can do that, alpha and close bracket. Take note, we have 2x already. Do you get? We have 2x already. Now, knowing that you having 2x, you need to bring this cursor down. If you forget to bring this cursor down, you will be having your equal to. This equal to you have is not your normal equal to. The equal to you're having there is your question equal to, your given equal to. Now, how do you get to activate your given equal to in your calculator? I'll repeat myself. The equal to given in this question is your given equal to sign. Now, how do you get to activate your given equal to sign in your calculator? You get to press alpha equal to. Now, pressing this alpha equal to, can you see where the alpha equal to is? The equal to is on the x, and the equal to is meant to be on your base. So I purposely press this so that we can be conscious of whatsoever we are doing. After pressing your x, you bring your cursor down. Now you have to delete this and bring your cursor down. Now you press forward, you bring your cursor down. Now the cursor is on the normal place. Now before the cursor was on the power, now the cursor is on the normal place. Then you now press your given equal to, alpha equal to, then you press 4. Now, seeing that you've done this, then you now press your shift to get your answer, because the answer has been given there, but you need to activate what we actually give you for, which is your indica, which is your power to the base. Now you press shift solve. You are solving. Now it is the second function of calculate we are going to use, which is shift solve. Now shift solve is to solve for x. Ignore these two. Ignore these two. To solve for x. Now what are we solving for? We are solving for this x. Then after pressing shift calc, then you press your what? Your equal to. Then you have your what? Your answer to be 2. Are we together now? So definitely 2 raised to power 2 should give me 4. If 2 raised to power 3 is giving me 4 in my calculator, then something is actually wrong. That's why I solved with my hand, and now I want us to use the calculator to understand the basic part of it. So the left hand side must be equal to the right hand side. Look at the calculator now. You can see the left hand side is equal to the right hand side. Can you see now? Which is 0. If this space is 4, 4 will cancel 4, then you have nothing. This is the meaning of this. This is SWOT fx. If I minus left hand side from right hand side, if I'm getting 2x equals to 4 and my x is 2, then meaning that my left hand side 4 minus 4 should give me 0, which is my left hand side minus my right hand side must give me 0. So that is the principle in using your calculator, and what you have as L minus R equals to 0.
This was
So
what I was
that's
trying
on the basic part
to explain earlier. I said now everybody knows 2 times 3 will give us 6. Now you don't give your answer like this, you solve it, you simplify it this way. Now on this part now, take note of this. This is the first step, second step, third step. Then when you get to then you press your answer. Take note of your numerator and denominator.
Okay. Good morning. Okay, good morning everyone. Still on this is the first episode on indices, and we will be looking straight on objective questions and some evaluations. Now, to these questions on indices, we all know indices to be is a topic under mathematics. Now, we all know that indices has to do with avoiding repetition of words, and it has to do with minimizing the replication of words. Now, I'm having a times a. Instead of having a times a, I'll have to be a squared. Now, this indices as rules. I'll also be dropping the rules of indices separately. So under those rules, they have several ways of solving. So you must be conversant with the rule 1, rule 2, rule 3, rule 4, rule 5, and rule 6. That's if you want to solve with your hand. Then if you're not solving with your hand, just take note. If you're not solving with your hand, then you are making use of your calculator, which has to be time economical. Like you don't have to waste time. So for that, now let's go to the first question. So the first thing is to on your calculator. So after on your calculator, what you need to do now is that, now this is our first question. FW equals to 125. F to the power of W equals to 125. Now you should have known this 5W, this is our base and this is our power. Or have it our indices. Now this to this, now 5W. Now in your calculator you might actually not see the alphabet W, but most times when you have an alphabet you just change it to your X. Now to solve this kind of question, we're having 10 questions here and we'll be solving them. So to solve this kind of question, just pay attention. The first thing is to do is press your base, which is 5, then it's 5, then to the power of 5, to the power, which is the W. Now how did I get to press this? Let me go back. You just press this button. So you have this. Now you want to change this W to X. Now changing it to X, since it's still just an unknown we are looking for. An unknown, so we don't really need to make use of the exact alphabet, so we just change it to X. Now how do you get X? You press alpha, I press this close bracket, alpha, then close bracket, fine. Now if you look at this, your cursor, it is on your upper part, which is your power. So you bring it down. How do you bring it down? You press this side, you press this, so you can see. So you press this side to bring it down. To bringing it down, the next is to do input your equal to. Not that you are pressing this. No, you're not pressing this. Now you want to input this equal to sign in your question. This one here. So how do you get to input it? You press alpha and this, so you have an equal to, then 125, 1, 2, 5. Can you see now? So that's how you get to input your question. The first thing to understand is how to input your question. Then after inputting your question, then you now know how you're going to get your answer. How do you get our answer? You press, because if you press this number one, you are just trying to get what you press. But now we want to solve for x, that is x. Instead of using our hand to solve for x, we are using our calculator. Now how do we get the second function of x? I hope you get it. The second function of our equal to solve for it. That's what we're trying to do. Now you have shift, then you press shift, then you press solve. So it's going to solve it. Like, then solve for x. Yes, that's what we actually want to find. Solve for x. Then you put, then now that press your equal to. So it's going to solve for x and give us our answer now. That's 3. So apparently, if you look at this, 5 to the power of 3 in your calculator, to confirm this answer, 5 to the power of 3, that's 1, 5, then to the power of 3, we should give us 125. So that's the correct answer. So now from this part, in your calculator, when you finish solving, you have an L minus R. At this part you have 0, and at the upper part you have 3. Now this is just telling us that our left hand side, which is 5 to the W, is 125, meaning that 5 to the power of 3 equals to 125. Then 125 is also the same thing as 125. So if you subtract this from this, you have to get 0. So that's what it's supposed to telling us. Let me type it again and you get to see what I'm trying to say. So x equal to 125, solve for x. You can see L minus R 0, then 1, x equals to what? 3. So this is our x, what we're actually looking for, which is 3. Then that's what I'm trying to say, L minus R. So let's now go to the next one. You get to see what I'm trying to say now. 2 to the power of now 2 to the power of x, which is our unknown. How do you get x? You press alpha in this, then you take it forward, equal to 2 to the power of 8, power 8, then press of shift, calc, then equal to, you will get that now. So it's going to solve and get us our answer. So that's what 8. So apparently these 2 to 8 are equals to 2 to 8 should also give us 8. So on the left hand side, 2 to 8 minus 2 to 8, that's 2 to the power of 8. Then the other side, 2 to the power of 8, should also give us 0. So that's another question. Then this third one, try that and let me know your answer in the comment box. Then to this fourth and fifth question, I'm going to do this. This one, I want us to do it and drop in the comment box. This also, try it and drop in the comment box. So let me solve for number 4. Number 4, now we have 3, then to the power of 3 we have 2x. So you press the power, then press 2 and alpha this. You will get it. Press 3, then 2 to alpha this. Then you bring it down, because if you don't bring it down, if you still here, meaning that you are still working on your power. But no, we are not working on power, we are coming down to our base. So you bring it down and put 6, then close bracket, and so you open your bracket. To the power of 9 we have 2, then you bring it to the power of 9 we have x over 2. This fraction. To the power of 9 we have x over 2. Now this is power. In the power is fraction. Do we get that now? To this power now, there's a fraction there. There's a fraction. So we have this. This is a fraction, this is the power. So to this power, there's a fraction. First thing is the power, then you now put the fraction. So to the numerator, the upper one is the numerator. For those that don't know, the upper one is the numerator. You have alpha x. Then you bring it down. Then you put your denominator 2. Then push it forward. This is still the power. Then you push it forward again. Then close your bracket. If you don't push it forward, if you don't move further, you are still, if you move further once, meaning that you are still working on your power. If you move further, meaning that you are closing the bracket totally of the base and of your power. Now, then you add plus 9. Then we have equal to 0. So you press, how do you get an equal to? Alpha, and this and so. So you get your thing, press 0. So now, this is our question. We already put it in our calculator. So the next thing is to solve for the question, to solve for x. Find x in this question. So shift solve for x, then press equal to 1, meaning that our answer here for x is equals to 1. Our answer here is 1. Our answer here is 3. Here is also 8. So now that is on that. So I want you to do for this, and let me know your answer. Then also for this, is this similar to this? So solve this and also let me know your answer. So this now is a different case. Number 7 is a different case. Now what you just want to do in number 7 is that you're having the first thing to be a fraction. First, this is your left hand side. Now to this left hand side we have 3, and to the power of 3 we have 6. Do you all get that now? Then you come down, this is your numerator, this is your denominator. To the denominator you have, you go forward 1, 2, so to come down. Now to the denominator you have 27. To your denominator you have 27. So you go forward to input your equal to, press this, then the next one is to press your equal to sign. So this is our equal to, like I said, so you press alpha and this. So you press alpha and you press this. So you have the equal to. Press alpha and you press this, you have the equal to. Then the next thing to press is your question, is your the right hand side. This is the left hand side, this is the right hand side. So you have 3 to the power of 3. This is the power. Then power to equal power, this power. Then to the power we have x. So you have alpha then x. Now this is what we want to solve for. Then press shift solve for x. So you have, then you press your equal to. So you're going to solve for x. So x here is 3. X here is 3. You can see. So the answer here is 3. So okay, this is part of the objective question. So the answer here is 3. Do you get that now? So this is the first objective question. So the answer here is 3. Now to the second objective question, I also want us to solve that. To the second objective question. Okay, let's do that together. To the second objective question, we have 2, not on the base. We have 2 here, we have 4. So we have 2 powers here. Now to this question now, okay, let's solve it together. To this question now, we have open bracket 9 to the power of 9. we have 4. All together we have 4. Then you close your brackets, you bring it down to the power of all this. You have 2. Then equal to, no, you bring it down, because can you see, if you don't bring it down, meaning they are still working with your power, but no, you bring it down, then alpha, then 3 to the power of x. So do we get that? No. Then you cannot press shift solve for x, then you're equal to, and current is our answer, that's 16. So the answer for this is 16. So for this also, let's try this for number 9. So for number 9, so this question, you can solve it in 2 ways. You can solve it in your hand, and you can also split it. Based on the fact that they are much, you can split the numerator first and do the denominator, then you divide both, or you use your hand, then you solve it. So you solve this also, and you solve this number 9 and get me the answer. I'll drop the answer in the comment box. I'll drop the answer in the comment box. So to the last one, which is number 10, let's take note. The last one, which is number 10. Now let's do this. This is having question mark. Now to this one that has question mark, now this is how we get to solve. So the first thing is to what? You press 6, you press your bracket, then you press 6, then you close the bracket. So can you see? Then you close the bracket. To the power of this bracket, this is power. This is power here. You press 4, then you take it forward, then you press your divide, then you open another bracket, 36, close the bracket, power 3, then times, you take it down, then you press times 216, then equal to, let me see, equal to, so you press it, alpha, so you have equal to, then you also have 6, then to this 6, now you open to this 6, you have power, so to this power you have question mark. Use the question mark as x. You use your question mark as x. Do we get that now? So this will now be this minus 5, then close the bracket. So we already include this question. Can you see now? If you take it to this side, you see everything is there. Then you press shift solve, then you now get, you press equal to, shift solve equal to, so you get your answer. So the answer is C, which is 6. So now I want us to also do well to solve question 3. Solve question 3. Solve question 3. This question 5. Question 5, question 6, and question 9. So I'll also be doing a revision. I'll also be doing the solve correction in the next episode. I'll be doing the correction in the next episode. So do well after watching. Ensure that you make after watching, just ensure that you subscribe, then love, share the video, make your comments or your answers that you get here, make your comments, subscribe, and also follow, because when you subscribe and click notification bell, you get to know when I'll be dropping the next episode. So just do well to subscribe. Thank you.